Okay, here goes this hill. Let's do it. Okay. Woo! Oh man. This thing is my go-to bike now. I kid you not. This bike is going to change the industry. It's going to change what people get. Let me explain. This is the Rydon GOAT series bike. I'm super excited to be testing out this e-bike on all types of terrains, mountain trails. Let's get into it. Just cut, and cut. Just cut both sides and then we'll just open up the whole box, lay it nice and flat. I'm just gonna take the whole system, the whole bike, and just pull it right out of the box. And I'm just gonna kind of go around and just start cutting. So I took all the foam off, all the twist ties and everything, and there's not much to it. And I like that. Just unscrew all 4 of those. Right. And then we're just gonna put this plate right over that. Just screw those right back in. Tighten these down all the way. I'm actually surprised at how lightweight that big tire is, honestly. Put the disc right inside the brake pads there and just pop it in. I'm just gonna pop that rod right to there so it looks like that. And then we'll put the bolt on the other side. While we're here, we're just gonna put our pedals on. Comes with a perfect size wrench to throw those on. I think I'd be lying if I didn't say that was the easiest e-bike that I have personally set up so far. Good job to them setting up everything for me. All right, it's time to do some serious off-roading trails. All right. Any bike does just fine if you're just doing on the pavement or something, but where bikes really shine is just off-road, especially this bike. This mid-drive is the only way to go if you're going up hills, if you're needing some serious torque. The torque behind this thing is insane. Like, I have not gone up a hill yet that I didn't have enough power. Like, it just pills out before I lose power. Oh, there we go. Much better. It's even better. Yeah. Woo! Flying all over these bumps now, no problem. Woo! So much fun, and you guys can't tell I absolutely love this. All right. Okay, I'm going to go up this gnarly hill here, and it's something else. I'm telling you guys, this thing is steep and rocky. Camera doesn't do justice, but this thing is like climbing up the side of a good-sized mountain, and you'll see as I start going up it. Okay, here goes this hill. Let's do it. Okay. Woo! Oh man. Just gonna do a little bit of pedaling with the throttle, just kind of keep my balance here. Okay, come on. No, there. Woo! Come on. Come on. Oh, nice big rock there. Whew. All right. Woo! Yeah, this thing is gnarly. All right. I'm just about to the top here. I'm gonna stop so you guys can see that thing. That hill is pretty gnarly and steep. As you can see, going up some of these insanely steep hills is not even a problem for this bike. I personally love hunting on e-bikes, and this is my go-to bike now for the steep Rocky Mountain trails. I went up this trail the other day with a different bike and I could not make it up this hill. And so this bike is such a beast though. I bet you I can do it with throttle only, no pedal. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right, come on, come on, come on. Woo! Come on, come on, come on. This thing is, oh, I'm probably just gonna pill out, and I'm giving a little bit of, oh yeah, a little bit of pedal just to kind of keep my balance. Woo! Okay, I gotta show you guys that hill. Look down that hill. This camera doesn't do justice, but that thing is gnarly. The price of these bikes is like half of what you're paying for some of the other high-end bikes that have the same exact features. Like if you're comparing against like the Bakcou bike, like this uses the same shocks, the same motor, the same braking system or better. And the other cool thing about this bike is the light on it. The light is automatic light. So it turns on as it just starts getting dark. It just turns on, so it's got a sensor built into the light. Companies like Bakcou and stuff, they make you buy extra light, or buy that separately or whatever. So again, just a win-win there. Oh, my battery's at 96%. All right, off-road, here we go, cruising it. Woo-hoo! Just flying over these bumps, 21 miles an hour. Might be a little crazy, but woo, hope you can hear with all this wind in my face. Just hitting these track trails. Woo! Woo! Hit my brakes. Woo! Yeah. The Buffing Ultra motor, it's a 1,000-watt motor. Some of the other bikes use it, and it's a top-end motor. It's got still gears, internal, that will just last forever, okay? It's got a torque sensor on this motor. And if you don't know what that is, it's like pressure sensors. So as you're pedaling and you put a little bit more pressure on the pedals, it gives a little bit more power to the motor versus some of the cheaper ones. They just use like a cadence sensor or something where it's just kind of like you pedal a little bit and then just it gives the motor full power. So it's like a smart motor. I love how quiet the motor is, and you can just slowly just creep through the wilderness and the trails, and so you can just have your bow on your back, your gun on your side, and then you can just sneak up on anything. Just how quiet it is, okay? So it's awesome. This bike comes with a 25 amp huge battery. This is like the biggest battery that any bike has now basically on it, unless you're getting like a motorcycle or something. The 25 amp battery goes and goes and goes. You can go for a lot of hours. This thing has got speed, it's got power, it's got good shocks. I'm gonna cruise off this road right here. Woo! Yeah! Booking it along this trail. There's a storm coming in, so woo! Can dodge these rocks. Oh yeah! This bike is a beast, I'm telling you guys. Woo! Look at that. Look at the storm coming in. It's starting to rain on me. That's what bikes are all about though. It's fun stuff. The brakes on this thing, it's got quad brakes on the front, on the back. So you got 4 pistons on the front, 4 pistons on the back, and that really, really helps stopping you. Because when you're on the wilderness going down those steep hills, you want some serious brake power, especially for a bigger bike like this. And so it's got some good quality brakes. Come on. Yeah, these brakes are smooth as all get out. Oh, hitting some rocks there, so sliding my wheels out a little bit, but has nothing to do with brakes. Yeah. Woo. You've got the RST guide front shocks here. You can adjust the travel on these shocks with just a little knob adjustment. They also lock out, so if you need to just lock it, if you want, that solid front, then you can go ahead and do that. Woo! All right, down this hill, here we go. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Okay, let's see this thing. So 0 to 20, and just throttle only. Got it on power level 5 here, and let's just see how this works. Ready, set, go. Woo! A little jump start there, and bum, bum, bum. 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, boom. The other cool thing about these bikes, if you want, you can actually get a full suspension bike by clicking the link below. You can get a, the full suspension or just the solid frame, whatever one that works for you. The full suspension costs a little bit more, but then if that's your thing and you want the full suspension, you can go ahead and get that too. So again, a game-changing bike for sure. The chain on this bike is a super strong steel chain. It's made to handle all of that pressure, and that's really important to have, because that chain, you're relying a lot on that chain. It's got a high quality chain. On the front sprocket, you've got that dual wall there to keep the chain from falling off, so I really appreciate that. Just like some of the other high-end bikes, this bike, as you're changing gears, it automatically stops the power that's going to the motor. So it's not hard on your gears and your chain. Just kind of temporarily stops the power, changes the gear, and then gives you that power again. So super smart, super nice there. And then of course, as you hit the brakes, it stops the power too. So again, that's kind of standard, but I just wanted to go over some of these features that are just obviously built in to make the bike smarter and just function the way it needs to function. Okay. The cool thing about this bike is it's like a class 1, 2, and 3 all in one bike. If you're in an area that only allows class 1, you can do that. Just slide the throttle off, and then you can change the settings so that it doesn't go past 20 miles an hour, of course, and you're in a class 1 e-bike. Or if you want a class 2 e-bike for the area that you have, just change that in the settings. And so why wouldn't you want to have this kind of power? Trust me, guys, I have tested a lot of bikes, and a mid-drive motor is the only way to go if you're needing some torque and power to go up hills. If you're just on a paved road, and you're not doing much, then sure, go something else. But if you're wanting that torque to go up those steep hills, this bike with the bigger motor, with the bigger battery, and the awesome brakes, you've got your mud flares. I got one on the back. I have one that came with it on the front, but I didn't like the looks of it, so I just decided to keep it off. But you can just throw the one on the front too. I'm super happy with this bike, as you can just see from just riding it around and just testing it. It's a game changer bike, especially for the price. The price of this bike is unreal for what you're getting. Good job, Rydon. If you want a discount code, just look down below. Thanks, guys.